speech. Okay? Now, in most universities, we bring in a noted person, somebody from the outside. Sometimes there's a decent honorarium paid out. The problem, of course, with this institute is we've already spent all the money, just about, right? Emily knows that, right? And so we need a cheap graduation speech. we got to find somebody who's willing to work cheap. And you know who that is, obviously, already. I've written a few things out here. I don't trust my memory as much as Chante and John and Barb do, so I have written a few things out. And I guess let me start out by saying, I think when things go fairly smoothly, when things go well, if you watch a great athlete or a great musician or maybe a great artist, they can create the impression that it's easy, that maybe anybody can do it, and that things happen automatically. And I like to think that some of the things here, at least part of the time, look like they were happening automatically. Of course, with great athletes, great musicians, if it looks like it's easy, if it looks like it's happening automatically, that means what? Somebody practiced a lot, somebody put a whole lot of work into it. And I want to recognize at this point, of course, people who have put a great deal of work into this project. Let's start with the graduate assistants. Lindley Thompson, would you stand, please, Lindley? Kayla Leibowitz. Owner Durman back there. Brendan Toner is there. And I guess last and certainly not least, I want to particularly point out Emily Burke, and you all know Emily. What you might not know is the person who was going to do the paperwork, the administrative work, keep the paper moving, keep the money moving, quit the day before you got here. You probably don't know that, and maybe one of the reasons you don't know it is that Emily picked up that job in addition to the job that she already had. The paper is moving, the money is moving. If paper and money doesn't move, nothing else moves. Okay? I think you all know that. Some other, of course, very special people have helped us out here over the summer. Dr. Kwan Nang is there, and his wife. Special friends of our Burmese guests. We have some Cambodian friends here that have been special friends here. Bill Stevens was our webmaster. Webmaster Deluxe. And has prepared another gift that we'll be handing out later on tonight. Also didn't turn off his cell phone before he came in. David Kenny has been with us, I think, almost all the talks all summer. And Ron Mason was our leadership trainer. We no doubt all remember the fate of Urla long after you've left here. And I want to especially thank Terry, who has put up with me all summer. We've done a lot of microwave meals, I think. As John mentioned, we've done, I guess, 12 of these over the summer, and over the various summers. And I guess I want to say a little bit about our sponsor here. The U.S. Department of State Bureau of Educational and Cultural Affairs is paying the bills. I think it's important to stress that the amount of say, the amount of control that they have. The Bureau of Educational and Cultural Affairs follows up what used to be the USIA, the United States Information Agency. USIA was set up in 1947 as part of the reorganization of American government when it became very clear after World War II that the United States was not going to be an isolationist power ignoring the rest of the world. It became clear after World War II that we were going to be involved in the rest of the world, and the United States Information Agency was set up. Some uncomplimentary people have referred to it as America's propaganda agency. I've always thought that was a little unfair. And partly because there's different ways to put information out, right? The Joseph Goebbels, who was the propaganda minister for Nazi Germany, once said, if you tell a lie that's big enough, often enough, everybody will believe it. And that, I think, is kind of the crux of propaganda. The USIA, I think, has taken a very different point of view, a very different position. USIA's position, I've always thought, is a little bit more along the lines of the great English philosopher John Stuart Mill. The marketplace of ideas. Mill's argument was always that you put information out there, it's in a marketplace, just like goods and services are. And you put the truth out there, people will figure it out. And I think that's always been the belief of the USIA. It's been the theme behind the USIA. It's been the theme of these programs. We have never had anyone from Washington tell us what the content ought to be. I've said that several times, I want to stress it again. We've done 12 of these, right, John?